Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to do web-based descriptive programming. Previous two videos I showed how to do descriptive programming in window-based application, but today I'm gonna show how to do in web-based application. Most of the time in the company you're gonna do in web-based application, so it's very important and you should watch this video very carefully and you have to practice at home. So first of all, I'm gonna open the QTP. This is a very important thing. Don't open the browser before open the QTP. Don't open any browser before open the QTP. This is a very important thing. If you open any browser before you open the QTP, then QTP not gonna identify the object. Okay, so open the QTP first. And because I'm gonna do today descriptive programming web-based application, I'm gonna use web-based application. That's why I have to check in web. You see that all unchecked when I do window-based, but today I'm gonna do web-based application, so I have to check web because I'm gonna use this web and click on OK. So this part is very important. You have to check in the web add-in and don't open the browser before open the QTP. So now I'm opening my QTP. After that I'm gonna open the browser, so it's not gonna be a problem. So QTP is opening. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do automate today. Today I'm gonna do automate from the Mercury Tours website. This part, find a flight. That means I have to enter username and enter password and click on sign in button. Then I will be able to log in the flight web page. So I have the requirements. The user shall able to log in flight application using valid username and password. So this is under a browser like Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome, and then I have the page like Mercury Tours page. Under the page, this is the username and password and sign in. So I can say that browser is a parent object and page is the child object under the browser, and under the page username, password and sign in button gonna be grandchild objects. So those the formula you have to follow. And my templates with the objects and class name, properties, values and test data are empty here because I want to identify the object in front of you guys, so you will understand how to identify the object in web-based application. So I'm gonna use object spy to identify the object. So first of all, I need to write the line to open the application. So systemutil dot run, and then I have to give the path of the application. Where is the path? Start, all programs, quick test professional, and then sample application. First one, the flight is window based. I'm not going to use the window based today. I'm going to use the web based. So this is, I'm going to open that. So this is the Mercury Tours web page. I'm going to automate today. So I'm doing this part first, automate, and then I'm going to do step by step next of all of all. So first this path I need that, so copy, Control C, and what I can do, Control V, but I need to give the quotation. Alright, so this line, using this line QTP gonna open the web page. So I have the web page open because I open manually, so no problem. So I'm gonna identify the properties and value of the browser, properties and value of the page, properties and value of the username, password and sign in, and then I'm gonna write in here in the Excel sheet, then I'm gonna use it. Excuse me. So I'm gonna use object spy. So this object spy is open right now here. So I want to spy first. So move your object spy all the way here because I know my username and password gonna be right behind the object spy. So I want to see the username password. I don't want put everything in behind my object spy. So using the hand sign, click on the hand sign, and then I'm gonna click on username. So I can see this is the username I spied, and this is a web edit. The class name is web edit, and this is under a browser which name is welcome market tours, and under the page which name is welcome market tours. And forget about the web table, those are the web table, don't worry about that. Let's go all the way here. You need this one. So in one click I get all the properties and value for the browser, all the properties and value for the page, and all the properties and value for this web edit. So let's write for the browser class name. So this object browser, and class name is browser. Yes, this is the browser class name. I need that. Okay, and for web-based application, I want to show that what are those property I'm gonna use for descriptive programming. So for web-based application, class name, obviously I need that. Text, name, HTML ID, HTML tag, type, inner text. Those are the property I can use for the web-based application. In the window-based application is a little bit different, and the web-based application is text, name, HTML ID, HTML tag, type, and inner text. Those are the properties I can use for the web-based application. So here I can see what is the name. Name is there, welcome market tours. So I can use this property, right? So this value is that, and property is name, right? Name. Okay, I want to use another one. So like title. So copy the title and paste it here. Alright, so my browser properties and values done. Let's go on the page. So my object name is page, and what is the class name? Same as like page, because I found the class name here, page. I can see the title is the same thing like a browser. Okay, and this is the title, right? title, and there is no name, so I can use URL. I guess gonna be okay. URL, Control C, because name is empty, no other good properties there. This is URL. Okay, what else I need? I need the username, right? Okay, so this is the username, web edit. So my object name is the username, and class name is web edit. So I can copy paste from here, Control C and Control V. And what are those property I can use? I can use HTML tag, but I think I have better than that. I have name here, so username should be exactly whatever here written, you should follow that. So copy and paste is the better way to do. Is the name, and then I guess there is title. Nope, type is there, text. Anything else I can use? Type, I can use type. Let's go with type. Yep, type is text. Okay, so username is done, page and browser is done. So I need one more, I need actually two more. Another one is password. Okay, so the password is same browser, same page, right? So this is the password. So my object name is password. I need another row, so I just copy on that and paste it here basically. Just okay, so now the password is the object, and what is the class name? This is the class name. So copy that and paste it here. And what's the properties I'm going to use that for? Name is good. Password. So name, I'm going to copy and paste it here, and this is going to be name. And one more properties I want to use. So I think type is good. Same values. Password. And this is type. Okay, one more object I need. Sign in button. So this is not a button. I can see this is a button, but QTP identify this object as the image. So I have to follow whatever there. So I know this is sign in object name, but this is actually image. And what property I'm going to use for that? Let's see. Image type you can use, or name you can use login. This is name. And image type you can use, so image type is a image button. Alright, so anything else it has? No. So I identify all the properties of the value, whatever the object I need to automate for the login button. So it's all done. So right now I can write the descriptive programming for that. So first of all, I know what is the parent object is a browser. So I'm going to write browser parenthesis open, and I'm going to write what is the property I'm going to use. So quotation open, property number 1 I'm going to use name, and colon equal, and then I can use whatever the name here, the value, Control C and Control V, and quotation close, parenthesis close. So I give the browser parent object name and parent object property and values. Once that is done, dot page is the child, so I have to give the quotation parenthesis open, quotation open. Same thing, I can use title. So title property I'm going to use for the page, and colon equal, and colon equal welcome market tours. Same thing I can use. And quotation close, parenthesis close. So it's done, part is done. Dot, I know I'm gonna work with the username, which class name is webedit, so I'm gonna use the webedit, right? So I'm gonna write here webedit, and then parenthesis open, I'm gonna use name, quotation open, name, colon equal, this the username should be exactly whatever region here, now line is getting so bigger, username and quotation close, parenthesis close. What I'm gonna do there, I wanna set something, right? set set. I wanna set what? Username. So like America. So this is a browser object, parent object browser, and properties and values for that. Under the browser, this is a page, is a child object, properties and values there. Dot, under the page, grandchild object is a webedit, properties and value there. In the webedit box, what I'm doing, I set America, so QTP gonna write America over there. Second line, so second line gonna be similar that, so I just copy that, Control C and Control V. So I know browser will be there, page will be there, same page, same browser. I know this is also web edit, the password. So I'm gonna see for the password I'm gonna use name, and this is the value. So I'm gonna copy the value, I'm gonna paste it here. Instead of the username, this is gonna be password. Alright, and instead of the set America, I'm gonna set like password is Mercury. Okay, so I need another line which is for the click on the sign in button. So Control C, making some extra line so I can paste it here. Control V. Okay, so same browser, same page, but I know this is not a web edit box. This is, oh no, so this is image. This is the image. The button I identify using the object spy. This is the image. So I have to write, instead of the web edit, I have to write there image. Okay, what property or value I'm gonna use for that? Let's see. Name I can use. This is login, LOGIN, all small. I don't want to set here. In the button I cannot set anything. I have to click on it, right? So click. That's all. So QTP gonna open the application first, and then QTP gonna set the username, QTP gonna set the password, and click on OK. So this line I need to modify a little bit. I give the path of the page, but I have to give the path of the browser, because without browser QTP cannot open the page. So how? So before the page path I have to give quotation iExplore.exe, quotation close and comma. So you see that system util gonna run first iExplore.exe, that means Internet Explorer. QTP gonna open the Internet Explorer, comma, then QTP gonna open this page inside the browser. So QTP gonna open the browser first, and QTP gonna open the page in the second, and then in the page QTP gonna execute line number 3, line number 4, line number 5, right? So let's see how QTP gonna execute. So before you run or debug, you have to make sure that all applications are closed. So I'm going to debug. I'm going to press F11. Okay, so QTP is ready to execute line number 1, and is execute. Okay, here might have a problem with your one. Look, QTP open a different website, cars.com. I never even say to QTP open the cars.com. What is happening? Okay, this is very important. You guys have to make sure you have to change the option. Look, in the automation, okay, first stop running. Okay, every time I'm gonna stop running, QTP gave me the test result. I don't need to see the test result every time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change two options first tools option, run, and I'm gonna uncheck view results when run sessions ends. I'm gonna uncheck it, so QTP not gonna give me the result every time I stop running. So this is the first thing. The second thing, in automation, if you go record and run settings, you see that by default QTP checked open the following address when record and run session begin, www.cars.com in the Internet Explorer. So this is checked. So when I press on run or I do debug, QTP automatically open this application and it's gonna make me a problem, make my running the script is problem. So what I have to do, I have to check the first one. So those are the things gonna be disabled, so QTP not gonna open that. Okay, and apply. Okay, that's all you have to do before you run or debug. Okay, so now cars.com not gonna open anymore. So I'm gonna debug again right now, F11. So QTP is ready to execute line number 1. I'm gonna press F11. QTP first gonna open the browser iExplore.exe, and in the iExplore.exe, QTP gonna open the Mercury website. So those two are open. So what I have to do, if I press F11, it's not gonna run because I'm pressing F11 in the web page. So what I have to do, I have to go quick test professional and then click on line number 3 and then press F11. So QTP gonna execute line number 3. So press F11. Okay, QTP already execute. QTP insert the username and press F11 again. QTP insert the password, and if I press F11 again, QTP gonna execute line number 5 and click on sign in button. Let's see. Oh wow, that's good. So QTP executed line number 5 also, but I did not register before I sign in, so I inserted invalid password and invalid username. So QTP is giving me option to register, so I can click on here and I can register in the next part. So this link I have to automate right now. So first part is done successfully. This part is done successfully. So the rest of the thing, guys, you need to practice. I'm gonna show you a few little more things with the descriptive programming. So my descriptive programming is done. I'm gonna add different variables right now. You can see that this welcome Mercury Tours browser name, page name, welcome Mercury Tours. But if you go right now, you see the page name, browser name get changed to the sign on Mercury Tours, and page name get changed to the sign on Mercury Tours. So every time you go different page, and then your page and browser name gonna be changed. So what you have to do, every new page, then you have to change your script, you have to change your page and browser. This is a problem every time, dynamically changing the name and the title of the browser and the page. So what I'm gonna use regular expression to bypass all the name and the properties. How to do it? Regular expression, that means I want to say that, okay, this any name gonna open is gonna name gonna start with a W, or any name gonna open is gonna end with S, or any name gonna open is gonna be start with welcome. So it's gonna follow some pattern. So if browser name or page name follows some pattern, then I can use regular expression. Regular expression, there is a lot of regular expression, 10 or 12 regular expression, but most of the time people use dot and star. So dot means one character, star means increasing the characters. That means, so if I put dot star, that means like it could be well, or it could be welcome, or it could be welcome here, whatever. So it's increasing one character by one characters. That means dot star, but it's following a pattern that all the words starting with W. So my regular expression should be like that, W dot star. So whatever the word gonna be start or line gonna be start is gonna be start with the W, and then it's gonna be increase one character. That means one character by one character. Okay. Alright, so here all the browsers and page I want to make a variable. I want to make variable because look, every line I have browser, I have page, browser, page, browser, page. So my script is getting bigger, bigger, bigger. So I want to make the script smaller. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a variable. What is variable means? Variable means is a holder place of the value. The holder place of value. This is a variable. Okay, look like that. I'm gonna create a variable like that. So first I'm gonna create the variable for the browser. Look, this is the browser, right? Now I'm using Internet Explorer. I could use Google Chrome, I could use Mozilla Firefox. So I'm using right now, look, browser equal quotation. I mean, I can copy that part. Alright, and I can use page equal this page. Alright, so I declare in the beginning of the script that browser means iExplorer.exe, page means that page. So I don't have to write it here the whole thing. What I'm going to write instead of that, systemutil.run browser comma page. So when Qt gonna come here to run it, when Qt gonna run browser, Qt will understand browser means that. When Qt gonna run the page, Qt will understand the page means that path. Okay, so same thing I'm gonna do for the browser and this page also. So look, like my browser, I want to set that my browser is this bird. I want to set another one, my page is this bird. You see that? So I declare, I set my browser means this whole part and my page means this whole part. Okay, so instead of writing the whole thing, I'm gonna write here right now, look, my browser, and in the page I'm gonna write my page. That's it. Script gets smaller, right? Now I'm gonna copy the whole thing and then paste in every line. Page looks smaller, much smaller, right? So first I made variable for this browser and page, and then I made variable thus for this browser and page. Okay, look, this data here in America and Mercury, right? I can I use one data right now, one username, one password. But if my test lead said use 1000 username and password, then I have to come here all the time and then change, come here all the time and change. Instead of that, I'm gonna set a variable in the beginning, so I don't have to change here in the script. I'm gonna change in the variable, right? So let's create another variable, two variable, like one for the username, name, whatever the name you can use for the variable, but it should be related to the real name, right? Related, like anyone can understand that. Now last one is password, right? Pass. Okay, so username I'm gonna declare like America, and password I'm gonna declare like Mercury. So instead of here the value, I'm gonna give the variable name uname, and password I'm gonna give like pass, right? So look at that, my script right now. Instead of the value, I just give the variable name. So this is my first variable uname, I give the value America. First password, I give the value Mercury. This is the browser, I give the value whatever the for the Internet Explorer. Page, that means the path of the page. And then I set my browser, that means the whole thing, browser and properties and value together, my browser. And I set my page, that means page, properties and value of the page. So instead of writing the whole thing here, I just write browser means my browser, page means my page, and the rest of those are same. So script looks much harder, but you guys know in the beginning it was easy. Now is I changed here and there, right? So let's run it. I want to debug first. I want to debug, so I'm gonna click on F11. So QTP is ready to execute, right? But I want to see the variable, like what variable QTP is taking, right? So I want to see the debug viewer. You see that from view I check debug viewer because I want to see what's going on in the debugging, right? And I declare variable, right? QTP first gonna read the variables, so I want to see what QTP is reading, right? So I click on variables here. Now I'm gonna press F11. Look, QTP read already. The name is uname, the variable name, and this variable holding this value America. And what type of value is that? String. String, that means alphanumeric or only alpha. Okay, and numeric, that means integer. So let's see the F11 again. Okay, there's something wrong here. Does not support this property method pass, but it's a variable I declare, right? It should take anything. I can take pass, right? Anything I can give the name, but it's not taking. I don't know what's happened. Let's do again F11. Took, but second one is not taking. It's not taking. So let's change to P capital. Let's see. And then I have to change here also. Let's see now is working or not. F11. Press F11. Execute. Still problem. Object does not support this property or method pass. Okay, so let's do pass 1. F11. It's took. Pass 1 is took. I don't know why it's not taking pass, but anyway, pass 1. Or maybe the pass, that means the pass or fail, that's why it's not taking the pass. Is gonna be matched with something else, that's why it's gonna be confused. Pass 1 is a little bit different than a pass or fail, right? That's why it's not taking the pass. So browser, okay, here is the problem. Object does not support this property method browser I explore, so it's not taking. So I have to take something else, different name, like brow, and instead of the page I can say PG. So let's F11 again, debug. You see that I am modifying my script. I am modifying my script using debugging, right? 1, 2 is done, 2 are done. Bro, I explore exp is took, page took, set is done. Let's see what QTP took. Yeah, my browser is a new object, so that means I create a object, set my browser, and then I create a object. This is an object, different name I give. Alright, now I'm hoping that mismatch. So what's the mismatch? Type mismatch system util.run page. Look, I gave the name of the variable pg, but here it's still page, that's why it's mismatch. Pg, and I have to change the name brow. I have to change to brow. Okay, let's do debugging again. So it's debugging, taking all the variables. Now it's gonna execute. First open the browser and open the page. Done. Nice. And then go back QTP and click on here and F11. So it's supposed to take value of the username from here, America, right? Because uname and the value is America, right? Let's see. Yes, password pass should take from here, but look, I inserted pass1, but I did not change here pass1. I change here pass, right? So let's see what QTP does. QTP did not insert anything. Look, wrong password. And QTP gonna click on the sign in button. So QTP is not giving me an error on here. It's supposed to give me an error because I declare a browse variable name pass1, but here I write pass only, no one. So QTP is supposed to give me an error, but it's not giving me error because I did not use option explicit. Look, this is a command. This is a command, option explicit. This is a QTP or VB script command, option explicit. What option explicit does? Option explicit gonna find out error or problem on your script. Option explicit find out error on your script. Okay, if you use option explicit, then you have to declare all those variables using dim. Before I did not use option explicit, that's why I did not declare all those variables using dim. But right now I'm using option explicit to find out the error, because if you have a script 200 or 300 lines, it will be tough to find out error in the script. So using option explicit, that's why I'm gonna declare all the variables in dim, like dim this variable uname, u underscore name, comma, this variable pass1, this variable bro, this one pg, comma. So those are the variable I use, right? Okay, I'm not declaring those two variables. Let's see what QTP give me any error or not. Close it and debug. F11. Okay, reading. Here, variable is undefined my browser. Before, QTP did not give me this error, but now QTP is giving me this error. Why? Because I use option explicit. I declare using dim the variable uname, pass1, bro, and page, but I did not declare this my browser and my page over there, right? That's why option explicit is telling me that those two variables you did not declare is undefined. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to declare those variables also. Variable name, right, my browser, and my page. Okay, now all those variables are declared, right? So option explicit find out the error in the script, dim holds all the variables names, and all the variables name holds values. Okay, and those value you're gonna use in the script. Now I can use run. Let's see how run is working, because I did a lot of debugging. Okay, syntax error. Where is the syntax error? I see that. Look, instead of the comma, I use dot here. This is the syntax error. Run again. Wow. Running so fast. Username. Something wrong in the password box. It took only one dot. Cannot find the pass because there is pass 1. QTP gonna give me an error. Before it didn't give me an error. Now QTP gonna give me an error. I know that. Cannot find the image and page. This thing cannot find it. Okay. So it cannot find this image. So one property is not enough to identify the image, right? So use 2, comma, colon, quotation open. I'm going to use another property, this image type, colon, equal, what is the value? Image button. Okay, so I use 2. Alright, look at that. Browser there, page there, and page again there. So this is a big problem. 2 times page. I made mistake here. Okay, there you go. But I use 2 properties anyway. And I'm gonna use pass 1 here. Let's run it. Let's run it. It's running, opening the browser, and then I'm gonna open the page. Username is enter, password is enter, click on sign in, boom, done. Okay, so this is the descriptive programming in web-based application. So regular expression, I can use a regular expression here. Instead of the welcome marketers, I can use dot star. Instead of the welcome marketers, I can use dot star. So in the next page, I don't have to change my properties and value. So dot star is enough to do it. Okay, so this is the thing. So I create my script using descriptive programming, and then what I did, I declared the browser and page here in the variables. I set my browser as this browser and my page that is this page. I make shorter the script, and then I declare the values like username and password in the variables, and then I use option explicit to identify the error. So if I use option explicit, then I have to use the dim, and in the dim I have to declare all the variables name. So I declare all the variables name here, and then I run it. So that's all pretty much I have done in the descriptive programming. You guys have to do rest of the thing same way. Just you're gonna add more lines. You're gonna add more lines here, and then you have to add more variables, because more lines, more values gonna come. So more variables you have to declare here, you have to declare here. So that's all pretty much you have to do. If the dim variables get so bigger, you can use in 2 lines like that, you can use 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, whatever lines you can use, right? So that's all pretty much, right? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy, and then you're gonna practice in home. See you on the next session, right? Thank you. Bye bye.